hey, let's be friends, I want to meet you, let's do this. I personally, welcome to my channel. It's your girl Asia Renee. Thank you so much for joining. If you are new, thank you so much for returning. If this is your second, third, fourth, 10th time, however many times you watch, thank you so much. Love you. Today we are doing a chit chat get ready with me. So I'm gonna show y'all how I got this beat, and we're gonna talk about navigating friendships, making friends in your 20s, because y'all know it's not easy. So if y'all are interested in seeing more, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned. All right, y'all, so I'm going to be talking about what I'm doing with my makeup, as I'm also doing the chit chat, because I know I haven't talked to y'all about my current makeup routine, so y'all can kind of get the best of both worlds, you know what I'm saying? So first I'm gonna start with my eyebrows, and I'm going to draw in my eyebrows with this Kiss eye pencil. This is a little bit dark, so I'm gonna go a little bit light because I don't want my eyebrows to be too dark, child. But anyway, y'all, like I said, today we are definitely going to be talking about just navigating friendships in your 20s. So for context, I am 23 and I live in Jersey. So, and I went to school in a different state. So like for me, a lot of the friends that I made were in college, right? So a lot of the friends I made were in college, and a lot of the friends that I had in high school, like, I don't really even talk to anymore. And honestly, it's not because, like, you know, we fell out or like we're beefing. It's just like, I don't know, I think people just go different paths, they grow apart. Like, you know, I feel like, you know, when I came back home for college, you know, I tried to like maintain those friendships, but I don't know, it didn't really work. And my college friends kind of became my main group of friends, you know. And I know for some people, you know, that is the case. So I feel like when you go to college, like, first of all, you're with these people every day. Like, you live with these people, you're going to the same parties, you're going to the same clubs, you're eating, like, so you're doing everything together. And then on top of that, like, your goals together are like very similar. Like, you're all trying to get your degree, you're all trying to like build careers. So I feel like it's a lot easier to just like make friends and maintain friendships in college because y'all are all on the same path, right? And with high school, it's like, I don't know, I feel like there's nothing wrong, of course, with not going to college. Like, college is not for everyone. I just feel like, you know, you surround yourself, I feel like, usually with people that are doing the same things as you. Like, I feel, that's how I feel personally. And y'all, I can't talk and do my eyebrows at the same time, so I'm gonna just do a little speedy up so y'all can see what I did, and then I'll keep talking. I was talking about how, like, yeah, you're mostly friends with the people that, and I'm talking about for myself, for the people that you go to college with, because those are, you know, people that are like-minded. Y'all are chasing after the same things, y'all have the same goals, and then, like I said, on top of that, y'all are in the same places doing the same things, so you have a lot more in common than maybe people you went to high school with. Like, I probably have, like, on some real talk, I only have like one friend from high school. Like, one that I actually like talk to and have an active relationship with. All of the rest of my friends are from college, are from adulthood. And part of me is okay with that. Like, there's some friends from high school that, like, I wish, like, okay, like, we could have maintained our bond, but like, I feel like it kind of is what it is. Like, they were nothing. Like, the one person that I am friends with from high school is the one that I had the closest bond with, like, my best friend. So, you know, I think that it's okay to not have friends from high school, but if you have your clique and y'all been rocking since like 5th grade, I love that for you, because I feel like also being able to like grow up with people and then y'all go into adulthood is really cool too, because then when you get to this age, like, navigating friendships, I guess, is not as hard because you kind of already have your set group of people, you know. So I'm gonna pause real quick and get into eyeshadow. I think I'm gonna just do my go-to makeup look because I'm only going out to brunch. I'm not doing anything crazy, so I'm gonna go grab my Morphe palette and be right back. yeah, so if you have friends from high school, more power to you. I think it's beautiful to be able to have friends, like, and like I said, grow up with them and have those experiences. But like I said, personally, all of my friends are from college. And I think I came into college kind of with the mindset, like I said, I went to college out of state, so like I had to force myself to make friends. Like, I'm a very introverted person, so like you know what, is it an introverted extrovert? No, I'm an extroverted introvert. So like when it's time to be social, like I can be social, or I have times where like I'm in a really great mood and, you know, maybe my anxiety is not as high and I'm able to be social. And then I have other times where like it's just really hard, and it's really hard for me to initiate conversation and keep up with that small talk and like not be, you know, too awkward. So college, like when I first got there freshman year, my roommate was also from Jersey as well. And we actually met at like our orientation. I think that was, I don't know if it was in Jersey or if it was in Maryland, but like we had both met and we were both from Jersey. So we were just like, okay, we're going to be roommates because like we have the most in common. But like actually getting to college, I realized like this is not high school. Like people are not just gonna come up to you and, you know, be like, oh, do you want to be my friend? Or, you know, you might not make friends like just off the cuff. You have to really put yourself out there. And I think that's one thing that like I kind of regret, that I didn't put myself out there as much. Like I kind of came into college a little bit guarded from high school, because high school was like drama. And I was like, I don't want to deal with drama in college. Like, I'm an adult, I'm grown, like, I'm legal. Like, I don't want to deal with any drama. So, like, I kind of just guarded myself. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to, you know, try to be a little bit social, but not too social, because I don't want to, you know, be too mixy. And I kind of regret having that mindset, because I think that now I wish I would have put myself out there a lot more than I actually did. And you know, for me, the way I made friends was definitely by joining clubs. Like I joined the modeling club. Did I join Black City Union? I might have went to a couple meetings. I joined, you know, the student government eventually. But you know, I came into college like not really knowing like how to be social. In high school, I wasn't as involved. I didn't know anything about like being a part of clubs, being a part of sororities and fraternities. Like I didn't know anything. So I had to like really learn these things, you know, in college. And I kind of wish, you know, I came in kind of like knowing, or I had like a mentor. So I feel like if you're in high school and, you know, you're like feeling apprehensive about, you know, going to college, or, you know, you're not sure how you're going to, you know, be able to navigate socially and make friends, like find a mentor, find somebody that's in college already that can kind of show you the ropes. Or even when you get there, find somebody to like take you under their wing. Like my freshman year, I wish I would have taken more advantage of like the older people, like the juniors and the seniors that, you know, were around me, so that I could understand a little bit more. But you know, we all live and we learn. But yeah, there's just a lot that I didn't know, and I think if I were to redo college again, I definitely would have put myself out there more. I would have been in different spaces more so I can network. Like college is really awesome about networking. Like I went to college with so many heavy hitters that I didn't even realize I even went to school with until after we graduated. And it's like, that's because I really didn't put myself out there. And that's why I said, like, you never know. Not saying you should be an opportunist and like, you know, go be friends with people that you know are gonna turn into X, Y, and Z, but you never know who you're going to school with. You don't know who the person next to you in class is going to be. So I would say network and connect with as many people as you can. The people in your classes, the people in you know, your clubs. Like network, talk to people, actually open your heart to like form genuine relationships. Like yes, you might get hurt, yes, people might talk behind your back. You will get over it. It's okay. Like I think that was one of my fears, like again, coming out of high school. Like, you know, girls can be really catty. They'll talk about you, they'll make up rumors about you, but you will get over it. Like it's not the end of the world. Like it's not the end of the world. You just go to the next. You say, okay, this person's not my friend, it hurts, and we move on. But I think that, you know, for me personally, I closed myself off so much just because I had those experiences. And again, now I really regret it, because I really didn't start like making friendships until like my sophomore year, and then junior and senior year, like I don't know, things fly by like this. And again, I'm starting off talking about college because college, I was in my 20s. Like, this was my first, you know, exposure to like having to make friends, or like really try to make friends. And I made a lot of good friends in college. And I think that the next challenge that I faced was, okay, like I don't live where I went to college at, so how am I gonna maintain these friendships, right? And unfortunately for me, like I graduated, like the pandemic hit like halfway during my junior year. So if y'all know, like if you're in college right now, like you graduated recently, like y'all know that's like peak, like that's peak time. Like I was so hurt because like I just felt like half of my college experiences got snatched away from me, and that probably affected like my friendships and a lot of my social life in a very big way, because we were in the house for months, and I never went back to school after my school shut down. That was it. So that affected me a lot socially too, because I was in the house. Like I tried to keep my connections as much as possible, but like it was definitely hard for me. Now I am going to get into my foundation. Also, I know y'all probably saw me put on the primer. I use the One Size Secure the Sweat primer. I've actually really been loving this primer. I do have oily skin. Like I don't sweat that much, but I have oily skin. I feel like it's really kept my makeup in place, so really happy about it. But anyway, I'm going in with my foundation in the color New Caledonia. This is the NARS, I think this is Radiant Longwear, Natural Radiant Longwear, yeah. So I'm gonna go in with that now. But yeah, the pandemic definitely made it a lot harder because like you weren't seeing people, you know, and like I mentioned to y'all earlier, I'm already not that social, so like it's really hard for me to, you know, stay in contact with people if I'm not like seeing them as much. But like one thing about it, like you just kind of, especially at that age, like you have to put effort into your relationships. Like you have to like, you know, I feel like in college, or like, you know, when you first graduate college, not even that much effort, because like I said, you do so many things together. But when you're out of college, that's when the effort really comes. Like you have to make that time to call them, you have to make that time to check on them, you have to make that time to hang out. And for me, I had like long distance friendships, you know, like my friends were, you know, in a completely different state now, and I came back to Jersey and I'm like, am I a loser? Like I don't have any friends here now. So I'm just like, damn, like I didn't really know what to do. And I got sad because I'm like, okay, I don't have nobody to hang out here. And like, yeah, my friends would like come up from, you know, Maryland, like for my birthday and stuff, but you know, like I missed them, and it made me really sad that like I just didn't have those solid friendships like at home. So yeah, that's the only thing about going to school out of state. When your friends are all out of state, it's just like you literally have no one else to talk to. Like, where the hell is my setting spray? When I came home from college for like the pandemic, like I said, that was really tough. I feel like when you love people and you want them to be in your life, like you're gonna put effort into the friendship, even if y'all are like miles and miles away. So that's just something like I learned, is to like, you know, nurture your friendships and check on your people if you care about them. Like it doesn't matter how far away y'all are, especially like I said, if you go to school out of state, you're gonna have to do that if you really, you know, want to remain friends with people, because y'all not gonna be seeing each other. Like y'all probably gonna see each other like twice a year, if that. So after like I graduated, I feel like that's when it started to hit me, like, okay, I don't have any friends in Jersey, so how am I gonna make friends? Like, how do people make friends in their adulthood? I just, and this is a question I'm even asking now, 3 years post-grad, wow, 3 years post-grad, I'm still trying to figure out like how people make a friend in their adulthood. Because again, like, you know, if I came from high school, like I went to high school here, but I don't know anybody now. Like I don't know how people navigate. I'm not a party person, so I'm not gonna go out to parties and meet people. So I'm just like, what do I do? Like, what do I actually do? I'm gonna go in now with my NARS Radiant Longwear Concealer. And put that on my under eyes. But yeah, I'm like, what exactly like am I supposed to do? Like, do I go to networking events? And if so, how do I find the networking events? Like, and I did make a couple of friends through like modeling. So remember I told y'all like I had a club that I was a part of in college, which really like piqued my interest with modeling and fashion and whatnot. So like when I was out here, like when I was back in Jersey, like I'm like, okay, like I can try like modeling a little bit, and like I made a couple of friends do that, which was cool. But like modeling really isn't like my passion, and it's not really my main focus, so I haven't really been doing it as much. But that was a cool way to like meet people. So I feel like if you have a hobby, like it's really easy to like find people in your area and connect. And if you're like a lot more extroverted than me, then you can like reach out to people on Instagram, like find people that are like doing the same thing you're doing and like connect with them. So because y'all already got something in common off of the bat. Like, and I'm not gonna lie, like people have like DM'd me, you know, like, hey, like I hate this line.
Hey, you're so pretty, let's be friends.
Y'all, like, and I know like a lot of young women have the purest intentions probably. Well, I don't know that. Let me not say that. I know some people probably have like the purest intentions when saying that. But like to me, like it just doesn't feel good when someone says like, you're pretty, let's be friends. Like, did that mean like you just trying to be friends with me because I look good? Like you don't know nothing about me. You don't know my character. I could be like the most wicked person in the world, and you're coming to me saying that I'm pretty so we can be friends. Like I don't want to just be friends with people just off the basis of their looks, and that's just my opinion. So like when I have been approached like that, like I don't know, I just really wasn't receptive to it, you know. Like not like I would ignore them, like I would respond. And I don't really know how to like reject friendship. Like that's because it's not nice. Like I know like it takes a lot for like another young woman to reach out to someone else and just be like, hey, like I want to be friends. But I don't know, finding friends online for me is like really like strange, because like I don't know you, and I'm like slightly paranoid. So I don't know if somebody's trying to give me lines, set me up. Like I don't know what's happening. So like I am very hesitant about making friends online. So like if you're watching this and you've ever DM'd me and tried to be friends, like it's not because like I'm a B word or I just feel like I'm too good or I don't want to. It's just like I'm already like weird making friends socially. Like I'm very like observant. I like feeling vibes. Like I want my friendships to come very naturally. And I just feel like, you know, it'll be different. Like say like, okay, for example, right, if we're following each other for a long time, we maybe make similar content, we have similar niches, like, you know, we've been showing each other love, and eventually we're like, hey, or like we comment on each other stuff, we DM each other, and then it builds up to the point where we're like, hey, like maybe we should try hanging out because you're super cool. Then that's mutual, right? You know, like we built up to that point. But if you're just coming, I feel like off the bat, just saying,
hey, let's be friends, I want to meet you, let's do this.
I personally, I just need like a little bit to get to that point. Because again, I want authentic relationships, and I also just don't want to open my space to just anybody, because the internet is a scary place, okay? And like now that I'm on social media, and you know, I kind of have opened myself up to the world, quote unquote, which I don't really see it that way. I kind of feel like it's just me and y'all, me and my 2,000 subscribers. Like that's it, it's just me and y'all. And I don't really feel like anybody else is watching. Like it's just me and my, you know, small community of people. But in reality, like there's other people that are watching, there's other people that are looking, and that just makes me anxious. So maybe I just need to change my view on like the way I see like navigating friendships online. But personally, like I'm just not there yet. Child, that's probably why I don't got no friends out here now, because I don't know, like people can just be really strange, and people can be very evil. And you know, obviously, like, again, I want to start opening my heart up more for new relationships, but I also want to do that with discernment. And I feel like I can't discern if I'm meeting you online. Like, I need to, like, feel the vibes. Child, how did we get to that point? Okay, yeah. I was saying, like, DM people and reach out to them. But also understand, like, people might not always be open to, like, wanting to, like, meet up or wanting to, like, have, you know, a friendship outside of, you know, being online. And that's okay. So now I'm going to do my concealer. This is the Fenty Beauty Cheeks Out and Toffee Tease. But anyway, yeah, like, people might not always be open, and that's okay. And me personally, like, I don't like being rejected, so I probably ain't even gonna put myself out there in nobody's DM, even if I think we could be friends. Like, you know what I'm saying? So if you reject me, that's gonna hurt my feelings. Anyway, I stopped modeling because, like, I really just wanted to focus on my career, and I really didn't feel like, you know, modeling is what I wanted to do. So yeah, that was like one way that I was able to make friends, but I didn't keep up with it. So like I said, I feel like if you have a niche or a hobby, like, you should definitely, like, stick with that so that you're able to make friends in your field and connect, because I feel like that's a really good way to surround yourself with like-minded people. So now I'm going in with the Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer in the color Mocha. So yeah, fast forward to, like, now, being 23, just to, again, give you background. Being in Jersey, working in corporate America, like, I have no idea how to navigate friendships. I have no idea how to not navigate current friendships. Like, I feel like I've been doing pretty good with that, because I kind of have, like, my set people. We hang out when we hang out. They understand I might not always be available. And that's another thing, like, coming from, like, again, the point where, like, you're in college, you have to put minimal effort. Then you graduate college, you got to put some more effort because you're no longer around them. And now, being 23 and being into my career, now I'm kind of, like, locked in. Now I'm at this point where, like, if I don't talk to you for, like, 2 weeks, I need you to understand that, like, I'm trying to get this money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm locked in. You might see me on social media because social media is something that I do. But, and I might not have answered your text messages because I might be overwhelmed. Like, I think in this point in my life, it's so easy for me to get overwhelmed. Like, every week I feel overwhelmed. I'm like, okay, I have my career, I have my 9 to 5, I have social media, then I have hobbies, then I have to do self-care. Then I'm like, okay, do I want to get married tomorrow? Okay, do I want to, you know, buy a house? Like, do I want to buy a car? How am I going to make money to do that? Like, there's so many things going through my head, and I'm always constantly worried about my future, that sometimes my friendships take a back burner. And I'm thankful that I have, you know, some friends that genuinely understand and are going through the same things. They don't expect me to talk to them every day. But it's hard. Like, once you get to this point, like, this kind of sort of get into the mid-20s, like, you're really focused on your future. Like, this is the foundation. I don't know who said, you know, 20s is for fun, don't get me wrong, but 20s is also for grinding. Like, you're building that foundation so that you can chill in your 30s and 40s. Like, right now is the time for you to lock in. I'm telling you that right now. Like, once y'all graduate college, that's the time for you to lock in. So you want to have friends that are also focused, one, and that two, are understanding of the fact that you might not always be readily available for them, but if they need you, they can always reach out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of at that point where, like, I'm trying to, like, build my foundation, and I need to have, like, understanding people around me that get that, you know, I might not always be there. We might not always be able to hang out. I might hibernate for, like, a month or two because, you know, I need to save money. Like, you know, like, there's just a lot that goes into it. And that's a big one. Like, you know, make your friends. And I understand, like, for me, my friends know I like to go out to eat. Like, I don't want to go to no club. I don't want to go to no party. I want to go to a restaurant and be cute. And guess what? That adds up. So if that's the only thing, that's the biggest thing that I do with my friends, or the way that we're able to catch up, like, I might not always be able to do that. And, like, you know, I have friends that, you know, like I said, some that are understanding of that. Like, if they, you know, invite me out and I'm like, girl, like, right now, like, I really can't do it. Like, I really got to save money Like, they understand because we're all trying to pay our bills. We're all trying to, like, we're all adults. We're all trying to, you know, figure it out. So that's really important as well. And I think at this point in my life, like, you know, I really want people around me that, you know, that support me, that, you know, are again on that like-mindedness. Like, we're all trying to, like, get somewhere, you know, in our young adulthood. Like, and also, like, categorizing friends. Ooh, cha. I know I'm all over the place, but that's a big one. Like, knowing when, like, to put people in, like, certain categories. And what I mean by that is, like, I may have some friends, and I know some people don't agree with this, so I have some friends that maybe I travel with, and some friends that I probably wouldn't want to travel with, right? I have some friends that, you know, I vent to them. I tell them about my struggles and my problems, and that's very few, like, probably like one. And then there's some friends that I wouldn't tell them nothing because, like, I just don't feel like I have to tell everybody my business. I don't feel like you have to tell every friend, like, what you're going through. And I feel like sometimes there's certain things, like, I might have this friend that I vent to about my career because they're maybe more well-versed in that. And then there's another person that I might vent to about, you know, like, my friendships and being a good friend, or another friend that I might vent to about my faith. Like, you know, I feel like, you know, you can have friends that are good for certain things. And then I've also learned that, you know, sometimes you can't have, like, too high expectations for people. You kind of have to meet people where they're at. So there's some friends, like, I love them, but I've had to put them in a category that's maybe a little bit, you know, further back from where they were. They might not be in the bubble no more. They might be, like, right here. Like, I love them. We can hang out, but, you know, that's just what it is. And again, I know, like, not everyone agrees with that concept of, like, having certain friends in certain places and, like, not playing everybody too close, but, like, you have friends, you have associates, you know, like, that's just, I feel like, what it is for me personally. I don't think there's anything wrong with putting your friends in categories, and that's just my opinion. If you disagree, let me know in the comments. Respectfully, let me know in the comments, you know, kind of how you view that, because I just feel like not everybody needs to know your business. Like, y'all can still be friends and hang out and be cool, but that doesn't mean that, you know, like, it's levels to it. Like, you know, it's levels to it, and I feel like you should, you know, put people in certain categories and don't take things personal, right? Because I feel like if I have a friend in category A, right, and I know that they're just not capable of category A requirements, like what I consider a category A friend, then I'm gonna put them in category B. Like, put people where they are capable of, like, meet them where they're at. Or, like, if you just feel like, you know what, like, these are my standards for friendship, and if you can't meet that, I just don't want to be friends with you, then do that too. But I don't feel the need to, like, have to, like, for me to cut somebody off. Like, I haven't cut somebody off in, like, I haven't cut somebody off in, like, 2 years, maybe 2-3 years. I don't remember how long ago that was. Because, like, I feel like you really gotta, like, really offend me or hurt my feelings for me to be like, okay. Like, because it's non-negotiable. And I feel like as an adult, you have to, like, understand your non-negotiables and your boundaries in friendship. Is it disrespect? Like, if disrespect is your non-negotiable, and that's my non-negotiable too, just to be clear. But I don't have a lot of people in my life that disrespect me. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if it's disrespect, make that your boundary. If it's gossip, like, you don't want nobody around you that's gossiping, make that your boundary and stick to it. And if you feel like you gotta chop, you know, some people off and make your circle smaller, then don't feel bad about that. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm a very sensitive person, and I take my friendships very seriously. So when people, you know, do things to me that I feel like I wouldn't do to them, it hurts my feelings. It hurts my feelings a lot. Just to show y'all what I was doing, I was putting on my Laura Mercier palette, and we're gonna let that bake for a minute, and then I'm gonna go in with some blush. Yeah, like I said, I've been blessed with people that, you know, haven't disrespected me or really, like, you know, violated any of my boundaries. So I really haven't had to cut anybody off in a pretty long time. So now I'm gonna go in with my Patrick Ta Do We Know Her I think this is double take blush. So I'm gonna go on with that. But yeah, like, I feel like I said, it's important to really have people around you that understand where you are as an adult and understand that like we're all trying to figure it out. I might not call you for a little bit, like, but you know, if you want to talk to me, call me, check up on me, you know, like, you know, let me know that you're here, because you never know, like, just because your friends are not hitting you up, like, they might be going through something. Like, we're all like trying to figure things out. Like, they really might be depressed. You don't know what they're going through. So like, when someone's not hitting you up, you might see them on social media, you might think things are good, like, call them, check up on them, you know what I'm saying? And then like, also like, be aware of like one-sided friendships. You know, I think that was a big reason why like I cut people off like a while back, is because I felt like a lot of friendships are one-sided. Like, I'm pouring into you, you're talking to me about, you know, your problems, or, you know, I'm there for you emotionally, but you don't have the capability to do the same for me, you know? And that can be a tough one, because as much as you love people, one-sided friendships can be really draining sometimes. Like, if you have the capacity, great. Like, for me, like, sometimes I really just don't. So for me, one-sided friendships can be, like I said, very draining. And I try to no. I'm gonna go in with my Huda Beauty powder in the color Coffee Cake. Child, I don't even remember where I was going with this. I done lost my train of thought. But yeah, like, right now, like, I have a little bit more friends, you know, like, that are in the New Jersey, New York area now, which is nice. Like, friends that might have like moved here from school. But like, I still kind of feel like I want, like, you know, I want like people to hang out with, like, outside of my boyfriend, like, people that, you know, I can call and say, hey girl, let's go out and do this, like. And I don't feel like, you know, I have that here as of yet. And I really want to try to like put myself out there and make new friends, like, find like-minded people, like, find girls that work in tech, find girls that are content creators out here that, you know, I can, like, you know, build those relationships with. Because I think having community is important. Like, I think that nobody wants to be alone. No one wants to have, you know, no friends. Like, you know, nobody wants to go through that. Like, everybody, I feel like, needs people, needs community, needs sisterhood. Like, I know, like, we talk about sisterhood, and I think, like, one thing is, like, I didn't really experience, like, I feel like full genuine sisterhood until I got to, like, college. I feel like, you know, then, like, outside of, like, my best friend, like, you know, like, having positive women around me that, like, loved me and wanted the best for me, like, that is something, like, the, like, people that say, like,
oh, like, I can't be friends with other girls, like, women is, like,
no, like, I'm sorry that, like, you might have had experiences that maybe, I'm going in with my Sunstalker Mocha Mami bronzer. You may have had experiences that, you know, traumatized you. It made you feel like, you know, I can't trust women. Like, women, you know, have it out for me. But understand that, like, those experiences you have are not a reflection of all women. And there are a lot of women out here that are amazing friends, that are amazing people that I've met that have lifted me up, that have spoken life into me. And I just think that having sisterhood is so important. And again, like, I really don't know, like, how you find that. I feel like sisterhood in particular is something that, like, only God can, like, God brings those women into your life to, like, nurture you and love on you and speak life into you. But as far as just finding friends in general, like, the way I think of it is, like, going to networking events, finding people that, you know, are doing similar things than you. And like I said, I myself am struggling with that. I don't even know where to start to find the networking events. I don't even know where to go. Like, it just seems so overwhelming. And then when I think about all the other things in my life, it just becomes less and less of a priority. But my goal this summer is really to try and put myself out there, to go to more events, to do the homework and research to find more events, to, you know, look at my own current network that I have now and, like, talk to people and, you know, make those connections and, you know, be that friend, that sister, that person that I want others to be to me, because I feel like eventually I will attract and gravitate those people that I want to be around. It just hasn't happened yet, you know, but I know it's coming. I know it's coming. Ain't nothing wrong with, you know, wanting friendship, y'all. Ain't nothing wrong with wanting sisterhood. Ain't nothing wrong with none of that. Right now I have on, so if y'all saw, I started the video with lashes. I have on individuals, but my individuals are like very sparse right now. Like I needed to fill, so I had to put on strips on top of that. Y'all know my struggle with strips. So that's why they looking crazy like this. Please forgive me. Okay? Don't look too hard at them. Okay? So now I'm just gonna put on my lip. I really do the same. Like I'm not like really crazy when it comes to the lips. I'm putting on this Sephora collection pencil and molasses. I really love this pencil. I love how chocolate it is. I love how soft, like, and just moist it is. So I'm gonna go in with this NYX lip gloss in the color Madeline, and I'm also gonna go in, if I can find it, with this MAC lip gloss in the color Sugar Land. But yeah, y'all, like, honestly, I don't have the answers. Like, I wish I could, like, tell y'all, you know, finding friends and managing the friendships you have in your 20s is easy. For me, it's not. For some people, it's really easy for them to make friends. It's really easy for them to just go out and talk to people and connect. For me, it has not been. But I think I'm gonna get there. Like, I think that this summer, like, I have a good feeling about this summer. I have a good feeling about this year. And I think that I'm gonna find my tribe. I'm gonna find my people. I just have to put more effort into, you know, finding those spots where I could possibly find like-minded people, going to those events, actually saying yes when people invite me out. Like, half the time I don't even be doing stuff, but I'd be like, no, I don't feel like it. Obviously part of it was just me trying to save money, but like part of it is just like sometimes I would just be lazy and I just want to be in my house. But I really want to, you have to put yourself out there. Like, when you're in your 20s, when maybe it's not as easy for you to make friends. I'm using MAC Gold Deposit, by the way. When it's not as easy for you to make friends, like, you have to put yourself out there, or else you're just gonna be lonely. Especially if you're an introvert like me, like, you're just gonna be lonely. All of my friends are out of state. Like, the majority of my friends are out of state. I said a lot, y'all. Please, like, share y'all thoughts. If y'all have any, like, ideas about how to make friends in your 20s, if you have, like, any feedback for me, anything like that, please keep it cute, keep it positive. I would love to hear it, because I think, like, it's something that, you know, has been on my mind for a while, but I just don't know how to navigate it. And I think that, you know, I know I'm a good person. I know I'm a good person. I just think that it's just tough for me, you know? I'm basically done with my makeup. Oh shoot, I ain't put on no setting spray, chat. I really want to get the one size setting spray, because I heard girls been saying that setting spray is the truth, honey. I just used this Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray, and I just got this vibe in, and I love this vibe because, like, I literally just throw it on and I don't have to do much. But I don't think I need to straighten it. I think that I'm just gonna hot comb it a little bit so I can get those flyaways down. And then I'm gonna get dressed, and then I'll come back and close out the video. Alright, y'all, so I am basically done. This is my final look, and this has kind of been like my go-to beat. If y'all first started watching me, like, y'all remember, like, I wasn't even wearing blush. Like, I've come a long way. I don't know if I'm ever gonna come a long way with the lashes, but I'm gonna wear sunglasses. I'm gonna wear some glasses on my eyes. I'll be okay. I'll insert, like, a photo of my outfit. I have on this t-shirt from the Museum of Peace, and I have on, like, a skirt from Fashion Nova. Kind of casual vibes, because, again, I'm just going to brunch daytime. But anyway, thank y'all so much for watching this Chit Chat Get Ready with me. I talked and I hope y'all enjoyed. And like I said, if y'all have any feedback for me, any advice, please put it in the comments. I would love to hear it. And thank y'all so much for watching again. Love y'all, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.